right, good morning, everyone. We are back at the Leather Pocket for the July long weekend 8-ball tournament. We got a great first match this morning on the B side of the tournament. Warren Ortiz taking on Ben Liu here. This should be a real good one. Both these guys shoot really good to be on the B side this early. One of them is going to be making an early exit. This is Warren at the table right now. I am following along with the Facebook chat as well as the YouTube guys if you want to keep me entertained there. Good morning, Jim. I should have some breakfast coming up pretty quick. I am mighty hungry. Speak of the devil. Couldn't have timed that better. Just as I said it, my breakfast showed up. Got a little 3-egg omelet action going on. Looks fantastic. So as soon as Steph comes over, maybe we'll take turns doing commentary and eating. Gord wants to know what happened to me in this tournament. I'm still playing. I won my first 2 matches. I play Kelly Lydiard at 1 o'clock today, or around 1 o'clock. I got 2 rounds of the B side to play before that, so. I definitely did enter, Gord. Wouldn't miss this one for much. I even had an option for some action instead, but I just love pool tournaments. Tournament is way more fun than just playing one guy. So Warren's got way too straight and too close to the rail on that ball to get around, but he did pretty good to even get that close. Thank you, Laura. It's going well. Hopefully going good for you too and everyone else out there listening. Make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots for us today. We're hoping to squeeze in the rest of this tournament today and not have to come back tomorrow. But there's a chance we may have to come back tomorrow for a couple of matches. So Warren makes the first mistake here, leaves Ben the pretty wide open cleanup here. There's a lot of two-way shots, so doesn't necessarily have to play perfect from here, just has to play smart. Good pot there, but he undercut it, and so the cue ball didn't get traveling as far as he wanted it to. I think we'll see him play a little two-way shot here. He's going to call the bank, but he's going to leave the cue ball relatively where the 4 is now. Safe shot. I think he's actually left Warren a shot here, though. He's left him the bottom rail to try to kick this in. I thought he would have got closer than that. chance for Benny here. Warren's put that ball in a bad spot again. He wanted it to be close to the hole, at least put a little pressure on Benny here, but so many two-way shots once again. And Benny, being the smart player that he is not going to give an inch here. Make sure he doesn't sell out a bank or anything. High of 38, Gord says. Ooh. Morning, Todd, Jan, and Bill and Aurora. Thank you for sharing, Jan. All the way from Africa. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy the stream today. Should be a ton of really high-level 8-ball pool. Good shot from Warren there. There's nothing wrong with that shot. He's now forced Benny to make a shot. Benny needs to make the 5 here. Never easy with the cue ball close to the rail. We'll see. He's still looking for a safe. He's going to send the cue ball kind of behind the 8, 6, 1. There's a wall there. Jan says it's much cooler there. Worrying moments for Ben Liu early in this match. He's gifted this rack back to Warren. Those are the kind of games you just have to win. You cannot let your opponent get away with that. So a couple posters as always in between racks, guys. Make sure you go check out the CSLIPL.com website. Next session starting July 26th. Just gonna have a couple bites of my breakfast here, guys. My apologies for the silence, guys. Just had to have a few nibbles on the breakfast. Very good breakfast here. I've always been a huge fan of the omelets and stuff. This looks like Benny has just enough of this 15 ball, I think. But he definitely flirted with that 2 ball there. Certainly he always had the option of the 10 ball down here, but it would have been very tough position to get back on these balls. Slightly struggling this morning. I think he's going to try to cut this in, but he could be trying to find a safe. Fantastic shot from Benny there. He's giving himself a chance. Just need to play a little 2-rail position for the 8 in the top left next. He's hit it quite hard. Look out, 2 ball. Oh, jeez. When it rains, it pours. He flirted with that 2 ball earlier in this rack. This time it got him. Let's see if he can kick this in one time. Oh, real close. Good effort from Benny there. This is like shooting fish in a barrel for Warren here. Nice, easy run out with nothing in the way. Yeah, correct. To leave the 7 till last. Pretty easy stuff, that. Little backdoor run out there. So Benny's now going to need some help from Warren to win this match. Alternate break race to 5. It happens quick. 2-0, Mr. Ortiz. Hopefully you guys managed to catch some of the match from yesterday with Nick and January. What an epic, epic match. And some of the most heart you ever see near the end of a big match like that from our man Nick with Nick's Q Innovation. Make sure you guys give him a call or check out his Facebook. great break from Warren here. Only one ball tied up.
Do you have green peppers? Oh, there's no cheese.
They mixed up our omelets.
I might take it back.
Steph is not happy right now. They just mixed them up. Oh, mine is delicious. That's the main thing.
Well, of course, it's got my cheese. You got my cheese, bitch.
So I tend to think Benny's probably going to get a chance in this rack. Yeah, not much Warren could do there. Well, a stripe and a solid tied up on that right side rail above the side pocket. It's a stripe and then a solid. So these gentlemen will have to figure out what to do with that. I tend to think Benny will be trying to attack here. Possibly the 9 ball that's near the left side pocket. That could be a good breakout ball. Or the 14 near the bottom rail here. Potentially the 13 into the upper left right now would break it out, but that's a pretty steep angle. Would be a very brave shot. So we'll see what he does from here. Really got to make a good choice. Yeah, I don't mind shooting this ball first if he can try to develop that soon. Yeah, I don't know about this. He wanted lots of angle, but this is a lot. And he's got to reach out quite a bit. Maybe slightly awkward bridge too with the 8 there. Yeah. He's sending this cue ball into the cluster there. Those 2 balls. Trying to open them up. Oh, and he's got a little unlucky to miss it. I do think he had to go into that with some speed though.
Maybe Benny will win. No?
Steph she's trying to give away her other breakfast. Andrew says, can only hear sound on one side. Is that your end or mine? Andrew, I think it's on our end. I'm going to have Greg Cairns take a look at this soundboard. He's an IT guy. He'll know what's going on here. Grant and I, we have no idea. We're rookies at this stuff. technology challenged, maybe. Let me try changing a few dials here, see what happens. Well, Benny with a chance here. Didn't see how he managed to get that ball out. If he can make a bank shot here, that would be fantastic. I think he's called the bank in the corner. Yeah, Angel, I've heard that from other people too, so definitely on our end. What a shot. What a shot. Benny Lou, ladies and gentlemen. What an out. He banked the other ball too. Fantastic. There's Steph trying to give away the breakfast. That's wrong. Oh, there you go. Benny says, I'll take it. 2-1 here, race to 5. These are short races for 7'8" ball. Race to 5 happens real quick. So Steph's gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump out.
I will cover you while you eat your properly made omelet.
I know, right? Oh no, it's not proper, but it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course it's good.
I love
because
green
you got
peppers.
My cheese.
I know, but I was looking forward to the green peppers. So
Well, it is what it is.
maybe I'll just order some green peppers, like on their own
On the
later.
side? Yeah. That's gross. They are good for you. I just prefer not to eat them. All right. So that was a nice out by Ben Liu. I just watched him make back-to-back banks to get out on that table there. This is going to be a hell of a match. Both these players very advanced, extremely skilled. Looks like Warren got off to a racing start. 2 on the board before Ben gets there. See how this finishes out. This is a B-side match. They are only racing to 5. A-side's going to 7. If you are just joining us, this is a double knockout, 8-ball on the box. BCA rules, alternate breaks. No conceding of balls. No headphones, no cell phones during the match. We originally slated for a cap of 64 players. We only got about half that since the weather has been so nice and hot and balmy. Players are too busy camping and golfing and fishing. Kids are out of school, so on vacation. However, we did drum up 34 diehards that would rather sit in an air-conditioned room. Looks like Ben's got himself in a little bit of a sticky situation here. The 1 and 8 are fully covering the 9-10 at the bottom of the table here. 14 ball doesn't have a pocket. 13-11 completely tied up. It's gonna play a safety, and it's Puts Warren in the jaws. Cue ball is hanging in the corner there. A little bit of a tester for Warren. First match of the morning, shooting out of the pocket. And long. I thought he made the 8 ball. A little bit of luck there too. Good news is he didn't make the 8. Bad news is that it's gonna block the pass for the 7. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's, you know, we just decided to implement them for this tournament. It's just good practice. Definitely courteous for both players. Definitely don't need the phone during a match. Making sure that you pay attention to your game. Mike Isaac, hoping to see you at a tournament here pretty soon. Rick Marshall made it out, made the drive. Kind of good timing for him. He said that he had some work out in Airdrie. So it just worked out that it was a weekend with a couple of tournaments. Thank you, Eric, for adding the link to the CSL IPL page. So as I was saying, we did end up with 34 players out of 64, so about half the field. We're going to try and cut the tournament early. We played 2 rounds of the A side yesterday, starting out with the B side this morning. A side gets to sleep in. We will continue throughout the day until hopefully we finish. And rather than going into Sunday, players will have a day off to spend with family or gardening or playing some action matches, however they see fit. Rick Marshall takes down the first match of the day. Warren trying to pull out a safety there to hide behind the 7. Double hits it on the way out. 7 gets knocked out. So Ben's gonna have a look at high ball here. I guess you're right, Ozzy. You technically did win the first match of the day. Advantage or disadvantage to having the first match. You can always trust that somebody might not show up. And it is unfortunate. Unfortunate for the player, fortunate for you. You got me. Caught me in a lie. Nice little chip by Warren to stay in front of the 13. Ben's still going to have to figure out something to knock that 13 out. It will bank. It's sitting approximately 2 inches off the rail. He's shooting off this back rail here, so does have the 11, but he might roll too far for the 14. He'd like to put some bottom on that cue ball just to hit and stick off that 11. Gives him the right angle to bump that 13 out. Thank you, Jim, for posting the link. That is the link to the challenge draw. Nicely done. Good stroke by Ben there just to roll that 13 in. Still has a great angle for the 14. Oh no! Oh, he played that so good. It was very unfortunate. So Warren gets gifted a game there. A summer gift. Diane is asking if Rob Dayton is in, and he still is. He is waiting for an opponent. He is in the room, though, hitting balls, trying to get warmed up. And like I said, Diane, the Jim just posted the link to the draw, so you can actually follow along throughout the day how he does and what the score was, who his opponent was. Warren claims high ball, didn't want to clip the 14. But he's okay here. He's still got a shot on the 11. Doesn't have a whole lot of options. A little bit of a tougher shot than what he wanted. Great stroke. We'd love it if you guys would share the stream for us. The more viewers, the better. We are following along in the chat as well on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you like and follow the page, turn your notifications on. We'd really appreciate that. Nice little touch by Warren there to draw back for the 9. 10 ball does pass the 7 to the bottom right corner. It's about the only pocket it has. little bump. Did not bump it hard enough. That was a valiant effort, though. Would have been perfect. Just one more inch on that 10. Would have slid right into the side. It's a great plan. Looks like Ben is back. Had a quick meal.
You can eat now.
He's
You're
good.
allowed.
He's good for the day. He's good until at least midnight.
Pretty much. Yeah, a granola bar later, and I'll be good to go.
Been so well seasoned.
That's not going to work.
Definitely wanted to get a little bit safer.
Yeah, there was almost nowhere he could leave Benny where he wasn't going to be in jail on his next shot anyway. Benny's looking like he might cut this one ball in.
Yeah. Ben's hungry. He wants to close this match out. He's got some catching up to do. He gifted the last game to Warren. Sunk the 8-ball out of turn. This is a big game for Ben. Only racing to 5, so this means Warren goes to the hill. Or he gets one back. It's a little bit tighter.
Shot from Benny there. Not easy with the rest like that. And good morning, Todd. In the house on the YouTube. I am a cheap date, Todd, yes. Easy to please. Looks like Mr. Zemp won his first match, I think.
Are they packing up over there?
It would appear so.
I guess I should go update some scores before I forget all this stuff.
You should eat your breakfast, too.
And I will do that as well. I'll be back in a little bit.
I don't see any problem here for Benny running these balls. I'd rather not be shooting over the 6. He'd like to play the 7 now, but don't know if he can risk it shooting over a ball. Using the rest again. He's a lefty, so he's on the wrong side of the table there. Getting to the 4 ball here. Good shot. Little bounce off the rail. Now he can get underneath this cue ball and sort of go 2 rails back to where the cue ball is now would be ideal. Andrew, so true, so true. He says he's going to go watch on his YouTube. That way he can have it on his big screen. But he said, I guess even a cell phone is kind of a big screen for me. Pretty funny stuff. Adam Seidlitz is here, and he sent a picture to Sean Blomley yesterday of me playing Mike, and Sean said, he looks so tiny in that picture. Oh, wait. All the jokes. Big 8-ball here. He's got to make sure. Oh, no. That is going to be pretty much match over. Tough to come back from 4-1 with alternate breaks. I mean, of course, it happens. I think Warren can cut this ball on the side. Big mistake from Benny there. He's made a couple in this match. These morning matches are so tough. Pool players are just not accustomed to playing before 2 o'clock. Good shot from Warren. This will be 4-1 Warren says, thank you very much. I'll take it. Make sure if you guys are heading down to Vegas for the APA or the BCA and you're playing teams, you're looking for some team shirts. Jam Up Apparel does the best custom shirts if you want to get some custom team shirts like the ones on the screen here. Check out their website, jamupapparel.com. Make sure you mention Q Sports Live. Mr. Lou to break. Needs a quick and easy out here, and then hope that Warren makes a mistake on one of his next two breaks. Andrew wants to know if I'm a good morning player, and if so, what are some tips? Diet is huge. Sleep, of course. I like to shower in the morning before pool tournament. Kind of helps me wake up a little as well. But eating, I think, is probably the most important. You don't want to have a huge breakfast an hour before you play. You want to, eat a decent breakfast a couple hours before. Give yourself lots of time to digest. If you're digesting food, your brain is using power to digest, which is taking away from the power you need to focus. And Andrew, to be honest, mostly just like experience too. I mean, just playing those matches over and over again. They're never easy the first few times around, but they do get easier every time. Oh, that's just brutal. Brutal luck. When it rains, it pours, right? When it rains, it pours. And this is pretty routine. He's going to shoot the 6 first to open the pocket for the 8. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. It's pretty routine. Benny says, that's good. You don't have to shoot that. When it is not going your way, it just... it's very frustrating. We've all been there. Anyway. Angel says she's a morning person, but it's the late night matches that get to her. Definitely, I mean, pool's underrated for how much stamina you need. These tournaments are crazy long. You need to be able to play good in the first hour, and you need to be able to play really good in like the 10th hour when the most money is on the line. So I think we'll do a shutdown restart. We should have another match coming for you guys right away. So make sure if you haven't already, like and follow on Facebook, subscribe on our YouTube. We'll be back shortly. Thanks, everyone.